Hey everybody, Anthony, the Prada Hospital, the Prada Specialist, whatever, right? Just want to show you some components here. You know how we do those inspection videos? And sometimes, so you see the bit of a, see how the boot, you know, first thing you see is that leak in the boot from the rack. So obviously internally, the seal inside the rack, better if I turn the light on, seal inside the rack leaks and a bit of oil comes into the boot, and kind of this is what's happening, right? You get a bit of oil inside, right? Just want to show you this, and a little bit of it. It doesn't take much to make its way out and put a bit of a sweat, so that was halfway up the boot. Anyway, long story short, that's on the 120 Prada. I've never worried about fixing that. It's never changed. Just top it up every now and then, like once every 2 years, put 10 mil in, you know. It's really slow, something along those lines. I don't know, I haven't measured it. But I did have play in the inner rack ends, you know, every now and then we find that play in the inner rack. We talk about the inner rack end, so I thought opportunity. I've got some old parts here that I was keeping in case whatever, you know, maybe someone less fortunate that there's, I don't know, worse, and you know, they can't afford new ones, whatever, because these are expensive. They're about $300 each side, right? So, and I wanted to show you a couple of things. So firstly, it's this ball joint here that gets the wear in it eventually, probably from all the shaking up and down all those corrugated roads, and a bit of driving and full driving and up and down and turning and all that sort of thing. So the play can be in that ball, especially if it's the 120. The 120's got these locking tabs. Now, I haven't changed any on a 150, but I believe there's no locking tab. So who can confirm there's no locking tab? They just put Loctite on here, and sometimes they can come loose. So before you shell out $600, that's why it's just worth watching the video. Subscribe, turn the bell on. Before you go and spend $600 on these, and then if you're like me, you might go, well, I'm doing those, I'm going to do the tie rod ends, and I'm going to do the boots, and cha-ching, cha-ching, and that's what we do on the 120. That's why it's the best 120 in the world, because we actually look at things to replace and do as preventive maintenance. As soon as it's the slightest bit out, it's like we're all over it. So my point is, A, the ball joint's what's got the wear most likely if it's the 120. It's got locking tabs. This is what you replace, you know, count the turns, you'll get it pretty close. You'll need to go for a wheel alignment. On the 150, take the boot off at this end, pull it out back this way, which will expose this, and you'll be able to see if you just need to tighten them up, or you might need to just pop them out, clean this up, put some Loctite on there, and put them back on, nip them up nice without damaging anything. Let that Loctite, you know, dry and do its thing. And I'd probably use the red stuff, actually, not the 243 we normally use, the medium, so the blue stuff. I'd use the, what is it? I don't know the numbers anyway, whatever. It's on the wall over there. So that's the first thing. Boots, you know, they're pretty good quality. They don't break or anything. They're that really hard. I talk about the word, what's the word? They're that, what's those letters again? EPDM or something. No, that's rubber, isn't it? Anyway, it's this really hard poly type. Like what they make the CV boots on the outer CV. It's like that. So they don't split like all your old cars and whatever. But I just went, you know what? I'm spending this, I'm spending that. I'll just make it all look beautiful again, right? So that's what I did. Got some spare nuts there. Got an old nut there. I think I might have just changed one of them because I can. I know there's the other nut there. Tie rod ends, we never see any issues with those, but we've never seen one broken. But if you're rough with your vehicle, there's a chance you could break one of these out on the tracks, because in general, you do probably see that in videos, and it can probably happen to any car. To be just a lot of luck. But of course, the Toyotas are probably tougher than all the others. I've seen it happen to other makes and models. I'm here to bag those out, just here to say, you know, if you've got other makes and models, you might want to carry a spare bag of those. But in Toyotas, generally, you don't need to. I'm going to throw these in the bin because these, at least one of these has got play in it. I don't know which one it is. The other one might not be too bad at all. But you know what? They've been sitting there for years. I changed these back at about 250K. Now we're at 430. It's like, not like I'm going to put them back on or anything, am I? So, but then it does seem a waste, because if someone does get a hole in a boot, we've got a spare boot here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave all these spares in a box. If anyone needs them, let me know. Just text me at the right time of the day if you're local to pick up. I'm not sending them out, you know. I'll send them all out for, I don't know, $100 or something, 150, 200 by the time I muck around, put it in a box, go to the post office. Yeah, I'll send it. You can have all of this, right? So if you want, you can have the nuts, you can have the tie rod ends, the boot, and 2 of those. There's probably at least one good one here, saving you $300. Boot, whatever, depends if you got a hole in your boot. Just putting it out there. Nobody's going to want it, are they? Anyway, if I don't hear anything in the next few weeks or a month, I'll probably all go in the bin. All right, thanks, people. See ya.